Aristides have done it again. This is the Aristides 070 in the purple marble finish. Obviously the finish is purple marble and it's got gloss all over the body, but the neck is satin, which is a fantastic addition I think because I hate the feeling of gloss necks these days. This 070 custom features a rich light maple fretboard, stainless steel frets, and Lundgren M7 pickups, which are some of my favorite pickups in the world. Along with hipshot tuning machines, this guitar is pretty much immaculate. The original Floyd Rose system actually stays out of your way, and here's why. Nothing on this guitar is made out of wood. The only things really moving are the strings, basically. That's basically it, and what you're doing on them. Along with all of that, the guitar is actually a 26.5-inch scale length guitar, so it's really meant for the low sounds. Finally, the body is made out of arium, which is not wood, again, so this guitar cannot move, basically, because it's all composite materials. It's space age all over again. These are the best guys building guitars in Europe right now, I think. I haven't played something that's blown me away as much as I have been blown away by these guys. So, off to the review. Now that we've gone over the specs of this guitar, you can really see why I'm a big fan of these instruments, I think, right? They have a lot of power, there's something really special about them. I don't know if it's just because of the rich light or because of the interesting materials that they use, or if it's just because it's just made well at the end of the day. It's a very nicely constructed guitar. One of the things to note is the satin neck, for sure. It's a bit of an upcharge, I believe, but man, is it worth it. Gloss necks are fine and all, but satin necks are pretty much where it's at. It feels very, very comfortable. Something that I have not featured is the Floyd Rose, and that's mostly because I don't like using it. It's not something that I'm really accustomed to. I've used one before in an Ibanez review, and that was a good time, but for right now, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of that kind of wank. Of course, it's a very, very good Floyd Rose. It's an original one. What are you going to get on a guitar that's made by hand in Holland? You're going to get something custom and fantastic, and all the parts are the best parts that they can possibly get. They even earned it out and got good electronics going on, and that's really, really important. I mean, every detail matters when you're paying as much as you're paying. Not to say that Aristides guitars are very expensive or very cheap, but it's definitely in the pro level of gear, and that's okay because I love that stuff. So let's hear this guitar with some riffs, then I'll go into a clean setting and finally a lead setting as I traditionally do. So that was in the just bridge position. I'm going to be going through all the positions for the rhythm this time so that you can hear the dynamics of these mighty fine Lundgren M7 pickups. All right, now that we've heard the destructive, epic as hell rhythm channel, which I find to be brutal as hell with this guitar, the M7s really do make a big difference. The fact that the guitar is so resonant makes a big difference, and the way that the guitar's signal seems to be outputted from it, it just feels more gargantuan. I wouldn't even say hot is the right word, because hot implies a different kind of tonal feeling. No, this just feels like it's a super loud guitar. And now I'm going to demonstrate why I'm saying this. You should be able to hear that very well. Well, okay, that's a pretty good example of a super resonant instrument, okay? And that's... super resonant instruments are like black machines and things like that. So that really goes to show you're getting something really epic with Aristides guitars. Now, starting on the clean channel, I will be going from the neck pickup to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st positions of the pickup selector here. I hope you enjoy. As you can tell from the clean sound and from my little tinkering with the Floyd Rose and with my natural vibrato, the Floyd is super sensitive, which is reminiscent of the Parker Fly actually. I find that the tremolo on the Parker Fly is super sensitive, and this is probably the most sensitive bridge I've ever played in comparison to that, which is really cool because then you can do some pretty interesting effects. And I mean, you have to be very delicate with it. Of course, there's a bit of a learning curve with Floyds and with bridges in general, but I just love the fact that it's so many different things all at once. Obviously this was a custom shop instrument. The pickups are, you know, custom specifically chosen for this guitar. Same with the bridge, same with everything to do with it. But it just came together so well. So thank you to Mr. Jeremy Hoagie for lending me this guitar. Alright, let's go back to the lead guitar playing. That's what we're all here for. So you get the idea, I hope. Aristides Guitars makes these guys custom to basically whatever the hell you want. They have a ton of different color and finish options, and I love them all basically. I really want to purchase one as a studio thing as opposed to ever playing it live, mostly because of the fact that I think that it's probably one of the most perfect instruments I've ever played, and I had the beautiful opportunity to play the first 080S at Winter NAMM 2016, and I was the first person outside of the company to do so, and I was completely blown away. I wish there was video of that because I would have totally posted that already on YouTube, but anyway, Aristides guitars are one of my favorites, and I'll shut up about them for a while because I won't have a chance to review one again for a long time, and I've had the privilege of having this one around for a little while. So thank you again to Mr. Jeremy Hoagie, thank you to Pascal, and thank you to Aristides for making some of the most premier instruments in the world and just sneaking up on everyone and being like, hey, we make really good guitars and that's it. Very, very, very cool. If you have the opportunity to play one, I heavily suggest it. And no, I'm not endorsed by them. I don't have any kind of affiliation with them other than them being my buddies now, especially after all the fun I've had with these guitars. I would hope that they would be buddies, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit more lead playing, and that's all you do. Have a good one.